Hi, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about starting on the spiritual journey. And I'm going to share a quote with you from Lao Tzu. I'm not sure exactly how you say his name, but it's still a really great quote that explains to me what the spiritual journey is about based on my experience. So here is the quote. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering of the world, eliminate all that is dark and negative inside yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own transformation. So let's examine that quote for a minute so that we can understand where we're going from here. So when he says awaken all of yourself, that's literally what he means. We hold our darkness and our past inside of us as darkness inside of us, literally inside our body. So to awaken all of humanity, we need to awaken everything that is inside of us, awaken all the darkness that's inside of us, because presently we hold ourselves so tight, we don't realize we're holding tension inside of us. And when we release that tension inside of us, we have a depth of awareness outside of us. When we clear out that darkness inside of us, we see more of what is happening outside of us. So to eliminate all that is dark in the world around us, we need to eliminate all that is dark inside of us. So that self-transformation inside of us, working through our past history that is stuck inside of us, is truly the greatest gift we can give to humanity, because that changes what is outside of us. So how do we go about that self-transformation, that beginning of the spiritual journey? So what I'm going to be sharing obviously is my experience, but you're welcome to do it too. You're welcome to find another way. I just hope that you will do it. So in my mind, the first step is always noticing what's happening with us, noticing what's happening inside of us during the day. So go about your day noticing how you're feeling. Are you getting emotional? Are you getting triggered? Notice if you're starting to feel frustrated or angry or sad or depressed. Just notice how you're feeling emotionally during the day. Also, notice how you're feeling physically. Stop and feel. Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling exhausted? How are you feeling? Where are you holding tension in your body? Just notice, become aware of it, and notice how you're breathing. Are you holding your breath? Are you taking very shallow breaths? Or are you relaxed? Are you taking deep breaths? Just notice, because that is part of looking inside, starting to notice yourself, self-awareness. So that's the first step. Until you can notice what's happening, you can't do anything about it. But once you do notice, then you can do something about it. So there's two general ways that I suggest you might work through something that you're feeling. So one is the technique EFT. To me, that is the easiest route. It's a very simple technique. It's called emotional freedom technique for a reason, because it provides emotional freedom. It's very easy to learn. It's free. You can go online. I have a video on my YouTube channel called EFT Demo, where you can learn about it. I think it's a 6-minute video. So I would recommend that first, and then you can work with how you're feeling. So if you're feeling frustrated, you can tap on, I'm feeling frustrated. I'm frustrated because of whatever. You can talk through why you're feeling the way you're feeling and just allow yourself to feel it. Another way, which you can do anywhere, but sometimes needs a little bit more self-awareness to do, is just to sit in the feelings. So if you're feeling frustrated, just feel frustrated. Allow yourself to feel frustration, not to express it, but just to feel it, not to suppress it, but just to feel it, just to let that feeling of frustration happen, to allow yourself to feel it. And it takes some practice. It's easy to think about in the mind, just, oh yeah, I'm feeling frustrated and that's okay. It's not that. It's allowing yourself to feel in your muscles, in your body, to feel that frustration and just allow it to be felt. So that's the second way. Now, as you're doing either of those methods, either the EFT or the feelings, then ask yourself, when do you remember feeling this way before? Feeling this physical set of emotions or feelings before, because I can guarantee you have felt it before. Otherwise, you wouldn't be replaying it right now. So ask yourself, when in your past or in your childhood you first remember feeling this way? And if a memory pops into your mind, then use EFT with that, or bring that memory to mind and feel those feelings that had been suppressed in the past. And then once you've done that, ask yourself again, when's another time I remember feeling that way? And then again, use EFT with that, or feel those feelings again. And that is how you work from present through the past so that you can remain more in the present. And as you keep doing this work, you will realize that you will be different. You will be reacting less. You will be more peaceful in your day-to-day life. Then, if you want to go further, if you want to go faster, which is what I did, then write down all your memories. Write down all the traumas, the big traumas, the little traumas from your childhood, the humiliations, the embarrassments, the regrets. Write them all down and work through one each time. I worked through one each day, and I tapped using EFT for about an hour to an hour and a half every night until I had gone through the list. So you can do that too. You can use EFT, you can use feeling your feelings, and just feel those memories, those emotions, that energy that has been stuck in the body. Just feel it. Now, the way I emphasize these words is because it's important. It sounds easy to do. It is not easy to do because we've suppressed those feelings and those emotions for so long, they don't actually know how to be felt. So you have to train yourself to sit and feel. But once you get the hang of it, it becomes easier to do. And as you do more and more of it, the body starts to loosen up and you will have a greater sense of self-awareness. Eventually, being able to put your awareness inside the body and keeping it there and releasing tension deep inside the physical structure itself, inside the connective tissue, inside the bones. And that is a deep level of self-awareness. And when you have that level of self-awareness, you see things outside of you in a way that you never knew was possible before. And that is part of the spiritual journey. And it goes on from there. I don't know quite where it goes from there, but I know where I am now is so far from where I started. There is so much more depth to life, so much more reason to be alive now than there ever was in the past. So I encourage any of you to start this journey, start becoming aware on a daily basis, every day. Be aware of what's happening inside of you. And if you get caught up in some emotions, bring yourself back maybe that evening or the next day and look at what you were reacting to. Notice those feelings that you didn't want to feel and maybe go back and actually feel them, because it's just energy that's stuck in the body and it will release if you give it time and opportunity to release. And then things start to change. Thanks for joining me. Good luck on this journey. Bye-bye.